ilaha illallah. Asyhadu anna Muhammad Rasulullah. Asyhadu anna Muhammad Rasulullah. Hayya 'alas salat. Hayya 'alas salat. Hayya 'alal falah. Hayya 'alal falah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. The best words are the words of Allah Almighty. The best example is the example of Muhammad ibn Abdullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has commanded us that when the call is made to prayer on Friday, we should leave off our trade, and that we should leave off our business, and that we should hasten to the remembrance of Allah, for indeed that is best for us if only we knew. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for choosing us and allowing us to be among those of His servants who have listened to His instructions, who have listened to His command, and have responded to His command. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless us that we will be able to follow His other commands, because Islam is not just about Jummu'ah. Islam is total. It's a complete way of life that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has perfected for us. And He has indeed favored us by allowing us to be part of this ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has commanded us as Muslims. He has given us a clear command, and He has told us the difficulties that you will face if you disobey this command. I'd like to read a letter that we sent out to the total Muslim community in Trinidad and Tobago. In every group, big or small, from Asia, TIA, all the big TML, everybody, the big established organizations. And we send it to the smallest group of Muslims who associate themselves in the most remote part of this country. So I'd like to read this letter that we have sent out so that you will be up to speed as to where we are going. This letter is dated December 9th, 2021. Bismillah Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The caption is Cooperation with the Islamic Community of TNT. Cooperation with the Islamic community in TNT. Assalamu alaikum, respected brothers, sisters, elders, and leaders of the Islamic community in Trinidad and Tobago. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said in His Quran, in Surah 3, verse 103, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, and hold firmly to the rope of Allah altogether, and do not become divided. And hold firmly to the rope of Allah altogether, and do not become divided. Quran, Surah 3, verse 103. It is with great humility that I have assumed the office of Imam of Jummu'ah al-Muslimin, and I take this opportunity to commit our organization to the service of the Ummah in TNT. It is our duty to encourage the sacred act of brotherhood and solidarity, striving for unity and kinship, not only among those of the Ummah, but also to encourage love, unity, and respect in the plural society, in this plural society. The Holy Prophet ﷺ is reported to have said to the effect, he who begins his day without endeavoring for the improvement of the Muslim affairs is no Muslim. The Prophet is reported to have said to the effect, he who begins his day without endeavoring, working, striving for the improvement of the Muslim affairs is no Muslim. And it is precisely this directive of our Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam that inspires me to make this needed outreach to your esteemed organization. Despite the brutal reality of all the social problems existing in our society, like racism, sectarianism, and intolerance, as Muslims we must, for the pleasure of Allah, constantly strive to be exemplars and cooperatively work for the betterment of the lives of our brothers and sisters, as well as our various Islamic organizations. I look forward to meeting with your organization as we seek to mutually establish beneficial and lasting relationships with open channels of communication and support as we strive as a true brotherhood in spreading the Dawah, inshallah, for the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ya Allah, grant ease to the Ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So that is in essence the letter that was sent out, and we continue to seek out smaller groups to ensure that no one is left out, that every Muslim, and we just started in our small mission here, we tend to stretch out our arms to the Caribbean, because there are Muslim brothers who concern us here right now in St. Vincent, and we have other people who we have associates with in other Caribbean islands. Why is it so important for this outreach of unity at this time. The rope of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if we think of that Allah commanded us to hold on to, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has one end in his hand, and we are holding on to the other end. So we must hold on firmly to the rope of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in order to establish the connection between ourselves and our Rabb. We will not survive in any way if we are disunited. We have a history in this country that when we were a small group in that shed across there in the 80s, small group, but respected. There was no way a sister that had walked in God's way with a hijab and anybody disrespects her. Because why? We were united, not them, this little group here, and this little group here, and everybody say, they don't understand Islam, this one don't understand Islam, and we wrangling and fighting among ourselves. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has warned us, do not wrangle among yourselves. Why? Because you lose heart and your power will depart. So it is in our interest to unite. The respect that is so missing in the community will immediately return if we hold on to the rope of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, united. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's hand is on the other end of the rope. We have connectivity between ourselves, our Rabb, and ourselves. We do not understand why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made it mandatory to establish Jummu'ah. Everything that we do as Muslims, its strength is in community. The Prophet peace be upon him said, establish Salah. So if I just got myself home and I say, I bring myself to the shirt. That is not establishing Salah. The Prophet peace be upon him once said that if it was not for the woman and children, he has sent forces to burn the houses of those who don't come out for the fashioned. That was in Medina. He said if it was for the woman and children, that has sent out the troops to burn their houses. That is a serious matter. And we treat unity casually. Flippantly, we disregard the importance of it. Hajj, one brotherhood, every color, every creed, every race, we find united in that place. So obedience to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by being united in one brotherhood will bring back strength. It has nothing to do with numbers, it has to do with unity of the heart. Because we have examples in Islam where the Muslims were more in number, was great in numbers and weaponry. In the day of Hunayn, there's a battle of Hunayn after we opened Mecca. After we opened Mecca, some of the main Sahabas say, well, we're good to go. We have all these people, we have all these arms. So we're going to fight and clean up the enemy. The enemy from Taif gathered the forces on the other, all different sides of a valley And many Muslims were inside the valley, they started raining arrows on them. All who had was weak started flee from the messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in spite of their numbers. As against the battle of Badr, where we are few in numbers, but we had Imam, we had faith. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent angels in our ranks to fight with us and to defeat the enemy of Allah and His messenger. So the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is duty, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is His promise is to send His help to His ummah, the ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, His people, provided we fulfill our part of the agreement, of the contract with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What is our end? Obedience to Allah, the messenger of Muslims. Not doing what you feel. Not doing what you feel. I feel to do this and I'm doing it. There were these people on a boat, and the people on the lower deck had a bright idea. They wanted water, so they said, we're going to go a hole in this boat. And they were water. Me and they go through no problem. We are the lower deck, don't they go a hole, and they'll get water. When the people in upper deck are window that, they come and say, well, man, if we're going to bother a hole and that, and the ship sink, all of we going on together. All of we drunk together. So the people in the upper deck was having a nice time and studying the foolishness that going on in the lower deck. But then they realized what happened to everybody in the water. Titanic style. So we need to be vigilant. We fools among us who have no understanding of this deen and who begin to bore a hole in the boat for their own purposes. We would have disregarded the plank that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us, hikmah, wisdom, to keep ourselves as one united brotherhood and extend the unity, the offer of unity, and the effort of unity to every single human being in this country who belong to this ummah. And what is the end product? When we have unity, we'll be able to spread the message of Islam easily. And before we, by the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best, at some point, we don't know, like Allah's secret, we could find the people who we consider today to be of no moral character. These homosexuals and lesbians and all kind of foolishness, hypers. You might find Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sending hidayat to everybody based on our striving. That is not our call to decide who gets the message. Let us put the show on the road and carry the message to the people. But before so doing, before carrying the message, we have to ensure that we understand our deen, basic deen. Otherwise, we could be misleading people by going out there with our own ideas as to what this deen is about and find ourselves misleading the community. We know we have this COVID scare that's going around the place and everybody kind of jumpy as the classes and gatherings and so on. We have that as a reality in our time. But we should find alternative arrangements to to ensure that we use whatever technology is available to teach the deen, which ensure that we understand basic deen. We don't talk about everybody coming out to Maulana. This is not about everybody becoming Maulana. This is basic understanding of the deen of Islam. Understanding how to perform your prayer properly, but the first thing that will be judged the day of Qiyamah is Salah. So we need to ensure that we get our house in order. So based on that, we have appointed Sister Indrani Abu Bakr, who is the principal of the Madrasa Muslimin, to head the Department of Education for the Jummu'ah. So the vision is to allow the school, the madrasa, to overflow into the community in terms of ilm, knowledge. A madrasa by name produces hafiz of Quran, produces alims, alimas, and so forth. That's the name Madrasa Muslim. That's what it means. And for all years, unfortunately, we have not produced one Hafiz of Quran. We need to make effort to change that by putting certain things in place. And there are people who have made their resources available to us that we can use to qualify our students. There are many, many things that we need to do here. But I was talking to Radanfa Abu Bakr a few days ago, and he was giving us some inspirational advice. He was telling me, he says the problem is participation. He says the problem is participation. People getting involved and doing the work. We have too many Jummu'ah Muslims, part-time. We need to change our program and become more on the ball. There's so many things to do around here, and the weight is on a few people. We're going to post our debts, what we have on the notice board for all private purposes. I will not discuss it here in a public forum, because this thing is going live. But we're going to post the debts that our community is under, so everybody will understand the reality of our time. We need to address those issues, as they say, ASAP, as soon as possible. So, we need to get our defense and take the field. Too many people waiting. They only want to feel the slips. They want to run away. They just want to feel the slips. They feel they all go every day. They don't have to be running and ball all over the place. So they want to stand in slips and just lying in slips. We need all hands on deck. All hands on deck. That is what we need now in order to get this thing right, so that we can pass it on to the future. If we don't run our leg properly to pass the battle, what will happen? Failure. We need to understand that failure, the whole thing will crash. This is all like the run. You have seen a 4 years, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala took him away. It's our time to run until Allah takes us. And death is circling us. Death is circling us right around. I know real young people, group, we're looking for that group, blood clot. What's that blood clot? There's that blood clot generation. Everybody get blood clot. They had stop beat and blood choke the vessels. We need to understand the reality. God has blessed us to put us in an environment of uncertainty of life. You're walking down the road and you see a man today, the more you hear about it, you stretch out. You see that's about 60-something more strains and virus that are really invented. That's what you see, and Allah knows best. The Lego on the people. They invent them and they had them in mud balls. That's what they did, the Lego. To decimate the population. That is them, according to some people. And Allah knows best. So what do you know about ourselves? What do you know about ourselves? We need to get our house in order. So even if we make the effort, we are in the field, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give us reward for the fact that we are in the field. If you just hiding from work. We don't tell Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be for them. So we need workers. There's so much to be done. We have health issues. We have so many opportunities that we want to set up a proper holistic Islamic healing center right here. And the Islamic healing center is not just about pharmacy, drugs, and the doctors with prescription. The things I go by the doctor with and the people, and the doctors are can't help you. Or let it get spiritual. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us the verses of the Quran, and we have our experience with the Sahaba doing ruqya healing. And one of these people who was bitten by a snake, a deadly snake, the people didn't know what to do. And one of these Sahabas used Surah Fatiha as what we call a ruqya, and healed that person with a chief of a tribe among the Arabs. And they paid them in goats and they gave them some sheep. And when they went back to the Prophet, they explained to the Prophet said, I won't touch it. So he said it was jais, it was permitted, it was halal for them to use ruqya as healing. So we have all those resources that are available. All we need to do now is put our house in order. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us to understand the gift that we have by being the Ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow us to grow from strength to strength. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى ال محمد كما صليت على ابراهيم وعلى ال ابراهيم انك حميد مجيد. Alhamdulillah rabbil alamin, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. اللهم صل على محمد الفاتح المغلق والخاتم لما سبق السابق بالحق والهادي الى صراطك المستقيم ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. أقيموا الصلاة.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن